A major update has arrived on the advanced server and there are a lot of news. There is a new free skin for Johnson and it looks awesome. New hero revamps, new surveys for skins, new events and many more. So without wasting your time, let's jump into the video. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we will see all the changes made in patch note 1.8.02 and the information about upcoming skins and events. Question and answer round time. The first question for today is from Sasho Gaming. He asked when will Beyond the Clouds event be released. It is expected to arrive in the mid of August around the 14th. The second question is from Mozambique. He asked if there is any way to get Roger M3 skin. Well yes, don't worry, Roger M3 will come back in the M5 Championship event. Do not forget to drop your questions and keep an eye out for the hidden codes in this video. Lolita is getting revamped. Developers have changed the appearance of Lolita and she now looks more confident about herself. Her main skill mechanics, which depend on skill 1 and Numenon Blast, have been kept intact with some adjustments. Her skill 2 and passive have been reworked to give more choices in the gameplay. Passive has been adjusted. Lolita will get a shield and also grant them to allies every once in a while. Her skill 1 is adjusted. Lolita will now be able to dash with skill 1 when her skill 2 is active. Her skill 2 is reworked. Now there are no two faces and Lolita's shield can not only block the damage and projectiles but she can also reflect. Well, we are making a separate video on how OP new Lolita can be, so stay tuned and hit the subscribe button to be notified. Her ultimate is also adjusted. Now she can stun the enemies according to the charging duration even if the charging is interrupted. Moving on to hero adjustment. Oles is getting nerfed. His ultimate is nerfed. The extra crit chance from his ultimate passive hammercraft is reduced by 5%. The damage bonus from his total physical attack on the first hit is reduced by 40%. And the damage bonus on his ultimate continuous damage is also reduced by 20%. Florin is getting buffed. The shield and increased movement speed from her passive Evolved Lantern are removed. And the attribute on her Dews Lantern is adjusted. The extra magic power is reduced by 20 and the cooldown reduction is also reduced by 5%. Her passive Flower of Hope is also adjusted. The 10% hybrid lifesteal is removed. But it now has a new effect where every 6 seconds the next skill or basic attack damage deals 50 plus 60% total physical and magic damage to the target enemy. All her skill is now the Evolved Lantern version by default and her skill 2 will now stun the target upon hit. Jilong is getting buffed. The HP regen from his passive based on the total physical attack is reduced by 20%, but it will now regen 3 times, which means he is getting 90% regen from his total physical attack.
Be mighty, be righteous.
His skill 2 cooldown will now reset if a minion dies within 0.5 seconds after he deals damage to them. Alucard is getting buffed. His passive will now no longer reduce damage if he hit minions and enemy hero at the same time, but it will still be reduced if there is 2 enemy hero. His skill damage ratio upon hitting an enemy hero is reduced, but the enhanced basic attack damage ratio is increased. His ultimate will now have a new effect where he will gain 10% to 20% hybrid lifesteal after unlocking the ultimate. but the hybrid damage upon casting is reduced by 18% in the early game and by 20% in the late game. Yuzong is getting buffed. His old experimental adjustment is back. The Sha essence on his passive is removed, but he gains 30% movement speed when Sha residue erupts, and his skill 1 cooldown is also reduced by 1 second at all levels. His skill 2 enhanced basic attack range is also slightly increased. He will no longer deal damage to enemies when he enters Dragonoid form, but he will now gain extra magic and physical defense in the Black Dragon and Dragonoid forms. If you are looking for 100% safe and secure diamonds, Kazuki Official Store is here to fulfill your need. We are trusted by more than 100k mlbb players from India, Philippines and Europe to visit our website and browse between various packs. Irithel is getting buffed. His skill 1 physical defense reduction is increased by 5 at all levels, and her ultimate movement speed boost is increased by 30 in the late game. Beatrix is adjusted. The changes made to Nibiru's ultimate and spell flicker are reverted. Moving on to battlefield adjustments. First, we have the items. The rapid boot is getting buffed. It now has a new attribute where the users will get a 35% slow reduction. Twilight armor is buffed. Its passive damage blocked is reduced by 150, but the damage block based on maximum HP is increased by 10%. Blade armor is buffed. The damage reflection is increased by 10%. On to weekly free heroes. Uranus, Estes, Harley, Farsa, Alice, Selena, Barretts and Beatrix will be available for free. Faramis, Florine, Johnson, Leomord, Wanwan and Phoveus for Starlight members. On to others. When using Alder's skill 1, you will be able to see a timer instead of a status icon when you tap on the button. You can now see if your talents are ready by checking their buff icon. The talents include Lethal Ignition, Brave Smite, Quantum Charge and Impure Rage.
You will return, Minotaur.
Moving on to system adjustment. The developer has readjusted the hero's difficulty level to make it easier for players to choose heroes. It will now be determined by the performance difference between new users and users who are familiar with the hero. Moving on to surveys. First, we have an Amon's epic skin, Lightwing Guardian. Here is the design. What are your thoughts? I say it looks similar to Jojak's skin because of its color scheme. Do let me know in the comment section below. Next up, we have Ixia's special skin survey. Here is the design one. It is called Graffiti Master of Hot-Blooded High School. Here is design 2. It's called Cerberus Agent. There's a lot of difference in themes between design 1 and design 2. But I personally like the design 2 as it is simpler and has a cyberpunk look. Next up is Zilong. Zilong has 2 skins coming up. One is his new Lunar type epic skins. Here is the first design for the Lunar New Year type of skin. It is called Year of the Dragon. Here's the second one in the Lunar New Year. It is called Dragon Blessing. Here is the third one. It is called Dragon Dance to Drive Away Evil. Wow, he looks cool with his glass in the Year of the Dragon. And at last we have his revamp for the Cheng Benpo Commander. Here are the designs. They all look very similar, but I prefer the third one as he has more flags and the flag suits the skin very well. Do let me know your preferences in the comment section below. Moving on to upcoming events. First, we have the Neobeast. It's like a new skin series featuring Lilia's and Frederick new skins. I'm pretty sure the skill effects will be flashy as the event interface is really dope. It's worth spending as the prize pool consists of some amazing skins. You can watch the detailed video on this event by tapping the tag link. The next event is our Beyond the Clouds, being a collab event between mlbb and Ghibli Studios. One thing I'm sure of is that it will be pretty expensive. It's good to spend if you want the skin, though there is a chance of getting the skin in 10 rows, but it's very low. You can click on the tagged video for its detailed video. Moving on to other leaks. We have Johnson new skin. Rumors say it will be a free skin as a celebration gift of Moontoon's anniversary. Lastly, we have some story assets of Nolan. Nolan's story assets consist of multiverse skins of the Land of Dawn. First is the collector skin of Mia, which looks very similar with some minute changes. The same goes for our Clint Rock and Roll, and he does look cool in the multiverse. Next is the Halloween skin of Angela, which now looks cute instead of scary. And how can we forget our little one-eyed Cyclops? Doesn't he have better looks in the multiverse? Do share your thoughts on the multiverse theory of Nolan, and if you guys are excited about it or not by commenting down in the comment section. So that was all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.